Seems like boxing is becoming a more popular sport around here. We're hearing a lot more about it now anyway.
Well, you know, this is the first time in quite a while. In fact, we've got 3 boxers ranked locally in, let's say, the top 15, and that's always helps to renew the interest in this sport. You know, a few weeks ago, we introduced you to a local fighter by the name of Paul Whitaker. You remember him. He's the guy who's a jeweler by day and a boxer by night. Well, Jim Gallagher has the story of another local boxer who's on the rise. His name is John Duplessis. He may not be a jeweler on the side, but he certainly qualifies as a diamond in the rough.
At age 19, John Duplessis is a professional fighter on the rise. In less than 2 years, he's gone from a good amateur to a potential world champion. Earlier this month in the Superdome, on the Benitez Whitaker card, John continued his climb up the lightweight ranks by dropping Earl Saber in the 3rd round to run his record to 23-0. And the boxing world began to take notice. In the latest USBA rankings, John is now the 9th-rated lightweight in the country.
I'm very proud of the way my career going. I see an advancement in my career. I see where I'm about to fight bigger fights and about to make more money in my boxing. I see where I'm going to be fighting top 10 contenders pretty soon, and a whole bunch of them I know that I can beat, no doubt about it.
A lot of fighters have the talent to be a world champion. That's the easy part. The hard part is not wasting it. Some fighters think the ring is their only world, but not John Duplessis. A straight-A student at Abramson High School here in New Orleans, John is now at Delgado Junior College on an academic scholarship studying criminology. He's also a recent graduate of the Police Academy.
A lot of guys don't take care of themselves, they don't take care of their body, and they run the street and they smoke drugs and they drink and all that, and they do several other things though. But I train hard, I run in the morning, I'm at work, and I'm in the gym, and I'm at church.
He enjoys boxing. You know, that's the high point of it all. He really enjoys it. He's devoted to it. He likes it, and you know, and with that going for him, he lives right, he lives clean, and with those factors going for him, you know, I truly couldn't see him being anything other than a champion.
And Jerry Celestine knows what it takes to be a champion. In 1982, he was ranked number 2 in the light heavyweight division and fought Michael Spinks for the world championship in Atlantic City. Celestine lost that fight in 8 tough rounds, and now he hopes it's John's turn.
I sincerely think he's the champion of the world. I have no doubt in my mind. I've felt this way since he was about 10 years old.
I wanted a hell of a lot. You know, every time green flashed across my eyes, it just makes me get more hungrier and want to win that world championship.
And someday, he just might win it. Jim Gallagher, Channel 8 Sports, Mid-City.
Well, you remember a few weeks ago all the wind and rain and cold weather during the opening round of the U.S. Open at Shinnecock Hills? Well, it made the golfers feel like they were playing in the British Open. Well, today they played the first round of the British Open at Turnberry in Scotland, and the weather in Turnberry was a lot like it was for the first round of the U.S. Open. Cold, wet, and miserable. Now, it was also pretty windy. Just how windy? We'll take a look at this visor which just flies off this poor chap's head, and he misses the putt. Your leader, Welshman Ian Woosnam. Look at this shot here. A lot of golfers had trouble even reaching 14, period. This guy reaches it in 2 and with an iron, no less. He is leading by a single stroke, the only golfer to break par today, or rather even par, I should say. This is Nick Faldo, right behind Woosnam. He's at +1. We'll go to the leaderboard and show you and bring you up to date with everybody. Ian Woosnam, even par, 70. Everybody else over par. Nick Faldo, Anders Forsbrand, Gordon Brandt, Robert Lee, all at 71. Bernard Longer heads up a group of 5 golfers at 72. Other names of interest, Greg Norman at 74. Dean Beeman, the PGA commissioner, back on competitive tour, playing with a 75 today. Gary Player, 75, so is Fuzzy Zeller. Seve Ballesteros at 76. Tom Watson, Ben Crenshaw, Jack Nicklaus, you see the scores there. Ray Floyd at 78, Lee Trevino and 80. So, interesting news. We'll have more sports tonight at 10 o'clock.
Flizer is a flying visor.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to coin that word, I think.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It appears the Mississippi Bridge Police furloughs are on hold tonight. An advisory sent to the Bridge Authority this morning said the furloughs covered in a July 7th teletype have been rescinded. That teletype stated 44 officers would be furloughed. No word on how long the reprieve will last.
We'll have more on that for you tonight at 10. Today's weather a little less volatile than what we went through yesterday.
But what are we going to get tomorrow? Bob will be back with that answer.
Shoetoown Sidewalk sale, our prices will drive you wild. Women's and children's shoes, regular stock, half price. Thongs, $188. Tennis, $388. Italian leather sandals, $4.88. Apparel cut 40 to 60%. Men's swimwear, $3.88. Shirts, $7.88. Shorts, $5.88. Women's crop tops, $3. Tops or walk shorts, $4.88. Handbags, half price while the sale goes on at Shoetown.
When my boss said, I want the best for you, I thought, sure, Swimtech. What's a Swimtech? Electronic typewriters. Well, Swimtechs are super. They've got lots of electronic features and sculptured keyboards. He calls it ergonomics. Ergonomics, schmergonomics, they make work easier. And they're affordable. I know. I pay the bills.
Mom, is my letter ready?
My son, the boss.
Consult the Yellow Pages or call 1-800-225-0867.
Last year, the best factory racing teams competed for the World Rally Championship. Pujo won. This commitment to performance has inspired the 505 Turbo, a car Road and Track describes as leaving many cars of more sporting reputations far behind. So why buy a performance sedan that just promises performance when you can buy one that delivers it? Pujo. See your New Orleans Pujo dealer about our free scheduled maintenance offer.
Every morning for over 75 years, we've started our day with one goal in mind, helping you grow financially. That means making sure your money's fully insured and earns a competitive rate of interest in savings accounts, IRAs, money market accounts, and paying interest on all personal checking accounts. Because you deserve to earn money on every dollar you deposit. And that's a commitment we make to you each time we open our doors. We're South Savings, and we're here for you.
You may have noticed that George Jones has been off for the past few days. Well, we just wanted to let you know that George is recuperating tonight from surgery. And George, we would like you to know that our thoughts are with you tonight, and we wish you a speedy recovery.
Indeed we do. And updating some news, firefighters are now battling a three-alarm fire on the West Bank on Berman Avenue. The building on fire once housed the Cock of the Walk restaurant. That's on the corner of Berman and Park Place. So far, no injuries have been reported. A Channel 8 News night beat crew is on the scene. We will have more for you on this fire tonight at 10 o'clock.
Right. And we're going to hear what this is? Oh.
No, I'm going to ask the viewers. The doggone it, poor Georgie's suffering out there. You can help him recover. All you got to do is send him a get well notice, either here at Channel 8 or St. Jude Hospital in Kenner, but St. Jude may not want all the mail. So send it to Channel 8. We'll get it to him. What's coming up this weekend? I don't know if we get a shot of this. This is the Italian-American Fishing Rodeo that's coming up this weekend. Let me get the glare off that kind of hard. It's down at Battistella's Marina in Empire, and they always give it to a worthy cause, their proceeds. And I think it's muscular dystrophy. They have kind of a neat little hat. Oh, it says a fishing team. I got to wear that. I'm not Italian, but everybody in their heart's Italian, that's for sure. We have for you this afternoon, we'll get into the weather. A little caution that there's a heat wave over much of the southeastern United States. It may be expanding, and here's the problem. The situation being that the jet stream that comes in off the west coast and is really keeping them chilled goes far north up into Canada and locked in over the Midwest and Ohio Valley is an upper high that really suppresses all the thunderstorms. The key here is, will it expand southward or will it build westward? Don't really know, but if it comes southward, we could really dry out and get very hot here over the weekend. It's something that I will be watching. Now, on our satellite view, you watched the thunderstorms last night as they rumbled towards us and then die out and then reform during the day, mainly to our west. How did they miss us? Did you see that? Well, we'll show it to you once again. Here they come, they die out, new storms there, but how did we just missed out on them? Now, what's happening, this upper high is right in this area here, and we're on the southern edge of it, and the kind of the periphery of the high, so we're just in the moisture boundary layer. Tomorrow, you would say an increase in showers, only because we didn't have any around today, maybe a slight increase, but certainly widely scattered, only about a 20 or 30% probability. Here's the weather map this afternoon. High pressure is controlling a good part of the country, from Brownsville all the way on up to Minneapolis in the 90s this afternoon. Many spots in the upper 90s. For instance, Dallas and St. Louis have 97s. It's a 94 in Omaha, 93 in Green Bay. Pittsburgh and Cleveland share a 90. Birmingham, hey, some much-needed rain across the south. They have a thunderstorm in 77, and spotty rains all across Georgia and the Carolinas. Hopefully they're getting enough rain to help out the drought situation. Real cool weather out west. What happens to this front? Is it coming diving our way? Well, you know, at this time of the year it won't. It'll go across the northern states. That's where the most active thunderstorms will be tomorrow. We'll see a spotty one down south, but few and far between. And most of us, I don't think, will see the showers. You'll see more of the sunshine. Today, we had kind of a hazy cloud cover much of the day. That kept temperatures down a little bit. The sun came out brightly late this afternoon. 92 was the high at Audubon, 74, no rain, 99 being the record, 66 the lows. You can see everybody else on the board was up above 90 degrees. The current conditions have us very warm. We're at 87 degrees, 57% humidity. The barometer's falling, northwest winds at 7. And a children's community, this is a school closing, gang. This is a daycare center is closing. They're selling out all they have left. It's on Carrollton Avenue. If you can help them out, it's a nonprofit situation. That's why I get it on the board. We'll show you a quick satellite view. No clouds around. Radar is going to briefly show you that we have 1 or 2 thunderstorms remaining, and that's it. Radar will show that. There they are. North of Bay St. Louis and up here towards Franklinton, all of this is false return, not expecting any rain tonight. We said that last night. For us tonight, the showers have ended over the city. Partly sunny, mostly dry for the next 2 days. A few afternoon storms well up into the 90s, especially if we don't have those storms. And that goes into and through the weekend. Now, the marine conditions, outstanding. Variable under 10 knots, even offshore. It's only 8 to 12, seas 1 to 2 feet. The tidal ranges are outstanding. That's why the fishing rodeo this weekend should be out. They should catch a lot of fish. No guarantees, but the marine conditions are cooperating.
All right, that looked like an interesting little trick. It's not there, and it will be there, and sure enough, there it is. We'll be right back with more news after this.
Stay with us.
Right now at Burger King, for a limited time only, there's something new that's becoming standard equipment on a lot of cars around town. The traveling tray. Only 99 cents when you order a large sandwich, large fries, and a medium soft drink. Try it on any door. Holds a drink, fries, you name it. And it keeps things neat. Get one for every door. They're only 99 cents.
This is a Burger King town.
The Burger King traveling tray. Neat new equipment for eating indoors.
Summer sizzles with excitement at your Performance Pontiac dealers. The lowest GMAC finance rate ever is now on more new Pontiac models than ever. As low as 5.9 annual percentage rate financing on every new Fiero and every new Pontiac 6000. Plus, as low as 6.9% financing on all other hot-selling Pontiacs except Grand Am. Other finance rates are available and will be higher as length of contract increases. For best selection, see Peretti, Jerome, Glenn Cox, Causeway, Porsche, Caruba, Fertitta, and Greg LeBlanc.
Isn't it a little early to be dressing up like Santa Claus?
It's Christmas in July, my giant annual summer sale.
What's so giant this time?
Buy anything you see here and get a free 12-speed bicycle.
I can buy that Panasonic 8-hour VHS with wireless remote for only $369 and get a 12-speed bike?
You get the sale price and the bike.
Can you afford to sell that Panasonic stereo for $149 and give me a bike too?
You got it.
Why are you being so generous?
I've been the giant so long, I thought I'd try being Santa Claus for a while.
The appliance giant.
And they say the ghost of Jean Lafitte still appears on that spot every time the moon is full. No, you tell us a story. Riverwalk wants you and your parents to send in your stories about New Orleans and the river to be part of Riverwalk's permanent exhibit. Did you hear about the Channel 8 weatherman who used to ride to work on an alligator?
Write down your legends or recipes and send them to Riverwalk, Box 2480, New Orleans 70176.
Well, when you and I get into a car, it's usually a simple matter to buckle up in order to comply with the new seatbelt law.
Indeed it is, but cabbies say it's not that simple for them. Margaret Dubuisson reports why many cab drivers thought they would be exempt.
With long driving hours and lots of in-and-out activity, cabbies say the seatbelts are a hindrance.
You tell me what am I doing? I'm just in and out, constantly on the doggone belt, and I don't want it.
I notice you don't have it on. What are you going to do?
Oh, to hell with it. That's exactly the way I feel about it. I don't care.
Stage says he won't wear his seatbelt no matter what, but United Cab General Manager A.J. Soldani says his drivers are being told to follow the law. So far, 2 United cabbies have received warnings from police, but Soldani says the cabbies don't think the law is fair.
We are safety-minded, don't get me wrong, because we are professional drivers. However, the exemption of other for-hire carriers or private carriers and not exempt attached cab drivers is a question in the cab driver's mind as to the validity of that law.
Carl Case Jr. is one United driver who always buckles up. He formed the habit while driving a cab in New York. He says that his seatbelt saved his life several months ago.
A lady on the stop sign, and she hit my cab on the sign, and she put me on the hospital. If I don't have this bill on, I was fly for this window.
Violators of the seatbelt law will get warnings until August 1st. Then you'll be slapped with a $25 fine. A couple of those will cut into a cab driver's take-home pay. Margaret Dubison, Channel 8 News.
Well, that's our early edition of Channel 8 News. Thanks for being with us today.
Be sure to join us again at 10 o'clock. Until then, good night.
Good night.
Double pleasure's waiting for you. A double pleasure for double mint gum. A double great feeling, making you realize double mint's the one for you. Double fresh, double smooth, double delicious to chew. A double pleasure is waiting for you. Double mint gum. A double pleasure is waiting for you. Double mint gum. A double.
Today's young trendsetters eat insects. They do that in Vegas, flirt with strangers.
I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life.
Get crushed by elevators.
Are we chunky tonight?
Get chased through sewers. Anyone can have an off night. And get the most beautiful pain in the neck you've ever seen. That's classy. Grace Jones. Bam. She's not the girl next door. Rated R.
Starts tomorrow. Consult your local newspaper for showtime.
The car will reshape your opinion, turn your thinking around. Because today, a strikingly sophisticated sedan with the performance and handling of a fine European road car doesn't have to come with a world-class price. Today, there's Mercury Sable. Over $5,500 less than Honda Acura and Audi 5000S. And right now, we have more Sables in stock than ever before. Turn to Mercury Sable, the shape you want to be in. Sable, available at your Lincoln Mercury dealer.